Good morning, everyone. Today we begin a different way to work. You will learn to do 2 hours of real progress that beats 5 hours of scattered effort. The path is clear and calm. We call it deep focus. Imagine starting the day and knowing the one result that matters. You sit down. You breathe once. You open the right file. You move without noise. In 2 clean hours, you ship a draft, fix a bug, or solve a hard problem. No drama, no drift, real output. How do we get there? Deep focus is a state of sustained attention on one hard task for 45 to 120 minutes. No switching, no pings. Just you and the work until a clear result appears. It looks simple. It feels powerful. It changes your week. Here is the promise. If you practice the steps in this program, you will double your useful work per hour. You will cut errors. You will think with more clarity. You will finish earlier and breathe easier. You will build pride in steady progress. Why listen to me? I build systems that help busy people create real output. Students, new hires, freelancers, managers, we test tools in real life and keep only what works. Short moves, clear measures, less noise, more depth. Here is our roadmap. 10 short chapters build one strong habit. Define one outcome. Block your prime hours. One task and one tab. Phone off and mind on. 2-minute launch ritual. Pick your cadence, 50-10 or 90-15. Interruption protocol, measure focus, not time. Recover right with no doom scroll. Make focus your identity. What you need today: a notebook and a pen, a quiet corner if you can. Water on the desk. Headphones with calm audio or white noise. Turn off alerts. Tell one person you are doing a deep focus block. Ask for 90 minutes without chat. If you are sensitive to coffee use, water, and a short walk to wake up. Keep the setup simple. This is how each chapter will flow. First, a short truth that states the real problem. Then, why it matters today. Then, a small set of steps you can do at your desk. Each step has a measure so you know when it is done. A micro story will make the idea vivid. A tiny challenge will push you to act in the next 2 days. A short mantra locks the habit in your mind. We keep the language simple so even a 10-year-old could follow along. Picture 2 mornings. In the first, you bounce between messages and windows. Hours pass, and you cannot point to one clear result. In the second, you choose one outcome, set a timer, and move in a quiet line. After 2 hours, you have something you can ship. The difference is not talent. It is how you protect attention. Today, you will begin the first shift, from vague plans to a single clear result for this block. Speak it out loud. Write it in one plain sentence. Put it where your eyes will land when the timer starts. The chapter title says it all. We start now with Chapter 1. Define one outcome. Chapter 1. Define one outcome before. You juggle windows. Messages blink. Hours pass. No clear result. After, you choose one outcome. You move in a straight line. You finish, you breathe. Picture a quiet desk. The room is still. You place one index card in front of you. You pick up a thick marker. You say one simple sentence out loud. You write that sentence on the card. You put the card where your eyes will look when the timer starts. The work now has a shape. One result. One outcome decides your attention before the world decides it for you. When you do not choose, your mind will chase noise. When you choose, your mind builds a line. The line is short and strong. It runs from first action to finished result. An outcome is a visible result. It is not a vague effort. Ask this test before you begin. By the end of this block, what will exist that did not exist before? A draft page, a working function, a cleaned dataset, a 3-slide outline, a graded quiz, a packed box ready to ship. If you cannot point to it, it is not an outcome yet. Write your outcome as one clear command. Start with a verb you can see. Ship, draft, fix, edit, solve, record, test. Keep it small enough to finish in this block. Add one acceptance line so you know what done means. Done when the page holds 200 clean words. Done when the test passes with no errors. Done when the outline has 3 parts and 1 bullet under each part. Use the 3 rule to keep your world narrow. 1 seat, 1 tool, 1 file. If your outcome is to draft a page, your seat is the chair, your tool is the editor, your file is the page. If a second file tempts you, park it on a later list. The list is a parking lot, not a second road. Make a goal card for every deep block. 1 index card or 1 sticky note is fine. Write the 1-sentence outcome in large print. Add the acceptance line under it in smaller print. Place the card at the top edge of your keyboard. The card becomes your compass. When your eyes wander, the compass pulls them back. Here is a fast demo that will not steal focus from later chapters. Sit still. Breathe once. Say the outcome. Write it on the card. Open the exact file you need. Read the first line you will change. Speak the first move out loud. Then begin. Keep this demo under 1 minute. The long warm-up will come in a later chapter. Watch for common traps and fix them fast. Too vague. Make it concrete. Draft Chapter 2 becomes draft the intro paragraph for Chapter 2. Too large. Cut it in half. If your outcome needs many steps, carve out the first chunk and save the rest. Too many. Pick one. Park the others. Too reactive. If someone else must act first, switch to the next best outcome that you control. Use simple when, then rules to guard your choice. When a new task pops up, then I park it on the later list and keep moving. When a message arrives, then I ignore it until the block ends. When a worry lands, then I write 1 short line on a scratch note and return to the line of work. Short scenes from everyday work in the United States. A college student is in a campus library, her card says. Draft 1-page outline for sociology essay. The acceptance line says, done when the page has 3 sections and 1 bullet under each section. She opens a blank page. She writes the 3 section names. She adds 1 bullet under each. She stops when the page meets the line. She marks done. A new manager has a team brief at noon. His card says, write a 3-bullet brief for the team check-in. The acceptance line says, done when each bullet has 1 action verb and 1 owner. He writes 3 short lines. He reads them out loud, clear. He marks done. Keep score so progress is a fact, not a mood. At the end of each block, mark 1 of 3 states on your card. Done. Done partly, not done. Count 2 numbers each day. First, the number of blocks that began with a written outcome. Second, the number of outcomes finished. Aim for both to rise over the week. Use a simple page with 7 columns. Fill the boxes you earn. Seeing boxes fill is fuel. Use a tiny checklist to begin each block. 1. Write the outcome and the acceptance line. 2. Put the card where your eyes will land. 3. Open the right file and close the rest. 4. Read one line and speak your first move. 5. Press the timer and start. The speed of this checklist beats the urge to wander. Give your brain a safety net for stalls. If you freeze for more than 2 minutes, drop to a smaller move. Change one sentence, name one function, sketch one bullet. Once you move, your mind warms. Small moves start momentum. Build light social pressure around your choice. Tell one person the outcome you will finish before lunch. Use plain words. I will ship the bug fix by noon. Ask them to check in at the end of the block. Pride helps. Each finished outcome is a small promise kept. Each promise kept makes the next choice easier. You start to act first. You stop waiting to feel ready. Set up your space to echo your choice. Keep the desk clear. Keep water on the desk. Use headphones with calm audio or soft noise if it helps. Put the phone out of reach. Turn off alerts. Let the space say one result, not many options. Action for the next 2 days. Before each deep block, write one sentence on a goal card and place it in view. Keep the sentence short, visible, and testable. At the end of the block, mark done, done partly, or not done. Add one brief note on why. If you did not finish, write the first move for the next block on a new card. Keep all cards in a small stack. The stack becomes your trail of proof, command phrase. One block, one result. Next, we protect time so your outcome has a safe home. Chapter 2. Block your prime hours. Chapter 2. Block your prime hours. Before. 2 bright hours disappear into chat and quick meetings. No clear result. After. 2 hours are walled off. You warn people you deliver one result. Open your calendar. Drop a clean 2-hour block on the time when your mind feels bright. Name it deep focus. Set it to repeat on weekdays. Turn on Do Not Disturb. The block is a small wall. Noise stays outside. Your best work happens inside. Find your prime hours with a simple log. Use one page with rows from early morning to evening. For 3 days, rate each hour after it ends on a scale from 1 to 5. 1 means fog. 5 means sharp. Add one short note on what you did. By the end of day 3, a pattern appears. 2 hours glow above the rest. Those are your golden hours. Choose a daily window you can hit most days. 2 hours is enough. If life is tight, pick 90 minutes. Set a reminder 10 minutes before the block. When it fires, close loops and move to your desk. Make the block a real event. Title: Deep Focus. Location: your desk or a quiet room. Description: one outcome for this block. Status: busy, repeats, weekdays, no invites. This is not a meeting with people. This is the meeting where you meet your result. Tell people your script. My deep work block runs from 9 to 11. During this time, I do not reply to chat or mail. If something is urgent, please call once and leave a short message. I will check in at 11. Set a matching status line in chat. Place a door sign on your space. In focus until 11. Keep the space checklist short so we do not repeat Chapter 1. 1. Clear the desk. 2. Water within reach. 3. Headphones on with calm audio or plain noise. 4. Phone out of reach and on Do Not Disturb. 5. The goal card at the top edge of the keyboard. Use 3 guardrails so the wall holds. Guardrail 1. No meetings in this window unless you trade for a different time. Guardrail 2. No chat or mail checks. If you must fetch a file, do it once at the start, then close. Guardrail 3. No phone in reach. Put it across the room. Keep score so progress is a fact. At the end of each day, write 3 simple numbers on one small table. Blocks started on time, blocks kept unbroken, total deep minutes. Watch the totals rise through the week. Seeing the boxes fill is fuel. Plan for real life. Emergencies happen. Choose one person who can ring through once for true urgent cases. If you hear a second ring inside the block, step out and check. Everything else waits. Decide once. Do not renegotiate every minute. Use light fuel, not heavy fuel. Drink water at the start. If you like caffeine, choose a light tea and a short walk before the block. Save snacks for after the block. The snack becomes a reward and a reset. 2 quick scenes from the United States. A college student studies in the campus library. Her energy log shows 9 to 11 is sharp. She blocks those hours on her calendar for the next 2 weeks. She adds a door card. In focus until 11. On Monday, she sits at 9. At 11, she has a full draft outline. A night shift nurse has a changing schedule. His log shows his best window is late afternoon after sleep. He marks 5 to 7 in his paper planner. He tells a housemate his script. He uses the same entry ritual. The habit travels with him. Run a simple Friday review. Look at your table. How many blocks started on time? How many stayed unbroken? What pushed you out? Change one thing for next week. Move the start time by a small step if needed. Add a door sign. Ask your team to shift one meeting. One change per week is enough. Add a backup slot for messy days. If the morning block is lost to a fire drill, you have a smaller block ready in the afternoon. It may not be as strong. It will still be better than nothing. You do not go to bed with 0 deep minutes. If you work from home, set kind boundaries with people you live with. The door sign helps. In focus until 11. Explain that this is not about being rude. It is how you finish the hard thing faster so you can be fully present later. People respect what you protect with care. Expect friction in week 1. You may feel fear of missing out while others chat. You may feel a pull to scan the inbox. Notice the feeling. Smile at it. Return to the file. The 2-hour wall is not a prison. It is a quiet room you built for your best self. Your micro-challenge for the next 72 hours. Day 1. Log energy by hour and circle your 2 strongest hours. Day 2. Drop a repeating deep focus block on your calendar for those hours. Tell one person your script and place the door sign. Day 3. Run 2 deep blocks on time and unbroken. At day end, write one plain line on what changed. I finished the hard thing by 11. I felt less stress all afternoon. Identity line. I protect my golden hours. They protect my results. Chapter 3. 1 task, 1 tab before. 3 tabs glow. Your eyes jump. Minutes leak. After. 1 tab fills the screen. Your hands move. A result appears. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Close every tab. Leave 1 tab with the exact file you need. Go full screen. Breathe once. Read the first line you will change. Begin. This is a time trial. 1 task, 1 tab, no drift. Every tab is a door. When many doors are open, your mind keeps peeking. Each peek breaks the line. It takes long seconds to return. 1 tab removes the invitation to wander. 1 task gives your attention a rail to follow. Your work becomes a straight path instead of a loop. Use the 1-minute entry rule from Chapter 1. Say the outcome in 1 short sentence. Place the goal card where your eyes will land. Open the right file. Close everything else. Press Start. Let motion begin before your mood decides. Make a parking lot so ideas do not steal tabs. Keep a small scratch page beside you. When a thought pops up, write one short line. Return to the file at once. Write it down. Return. Keep moving. Later, you can process the list in a separate block. Follow the single window rules. One window, one tab, one file. If you write, it is the draft file. If you code, it is the function file or the test file. If you analyze, it is the sheet or the notebook. If you need a source, batch it. Collect what you need at the start, then close and return to one tab. Silence the triggers. Turn off desktop notifications. Put the phone out of reach with Do Not Disturb on. If you must fetch a message for a file, do it once at the start, then close the channel. You are building a tunnel. The tunnel takes you from start to finish without exits. Stay in the tunnel with anchors. When the itch to switch arrives, speak a command phrase. Stay on the line. Read the last sentence you wrote. Do the next small move. A small move keeps the motor warm. After a few lines, the urge fades. Flow returns. Edge cases need care, not extra tabs. If the task needs 2 files, split the block. 10 minutes for the source, 10 minutes for the draft. Never keep both live at once. If you need visual reference, print one page or take a static screenshot. Keep the Work tab as the only live tab. Your eyes can glance at the paper or the image while your hands keep typing. Design friction against switching. Tape a small card on the monitor frame. One task, one tab. Set the dock or taskbar to auto-hide. Log out of the most tempting sites before you begin. Use a light site blocker if you need help. You are the architect of your space. Design it so the right move is the easy move. Recover fast when you slip. If a second tab opens by habit, close it at once. Breathe once. Read your outcome line. Read your acceptance line. Read the last sentence in the file. Place the cursor where the next move lives. Type a few words. You are back. Recovery is a skill. Aim to return in under 60 seconds. Keep score with metrics that fit this chapter. At the bottom of your goal card, draw 3 small boxes. Box 1, one tab the whole block. Box 2, no switches between apps. Box 3, recovery under 60 seconds if you slipped once. At the end of the block, fill the boxes you earned. Over the week, you will see more boxes fill. The page becomes proof. Run a daily time trial to sharpen the habit. Choose one task that fits in 20 minutes. One tab, full screen. Press start. Ship a small outcome by the buzzer. A cleaned paragraph. A fixed error. A 3-bullet outline. Small wins shape your identity as a finisher. You begin to expect a finish. Keep prep brief so we do not repeat Chapter 1 or Chapter 5. Use 5 moves only, goal card in view. One file open, full screen on, phone away, timer on. That is enough. Speed beats the urge to tinker. Reset clean when the block ends. Save the file. Write one short line on what you shipped. Write one next move for the next block. Stand, stretch, sip water. Sit back down if you have another block. This rhythm keeps you fresh without breaking the day into fragments. 2 quick scenes from the United States. A college student sits in a quiet corner of the campus library. Her card says, "Draft 1-page outline for the history essay." The acceptance line says, 3 sections with 1 bullet under each. She opens a single document and goes full screen. The itch to check a design board appears. She writes a line in the parking lot. Check brand guide after the block. She stays on the line. 20 minutes later, the outline is clear. She fills 2 boxes, 1 tab. Recovery not needed. A store manager handles inventory. His card says, "Close the weekly stock count for beverages." The acceptance line says, "Numbers updated and signed in the sheet." He opens one spreadsheet tab and goes full screen. A vendor message arrives on his phone across the room. He ignores it. He enters counts. He signs the sheet. He fills 3 boxes, 1 tab. No switches. Outcome shipped. For research, heavy work, separate worlds. Research lives in its own block. Drafting lives here. If you must collect facts mid-block, set a 5-minute mini window. Open one research tab. Collect the facts. Close the tab. Return to the draft. One world at a time. If you work on a team, plan handoffs so you do not wait with idle tabs. Ping once at the start of your deep window if needed. Then go inside the tunnel. You will see replies after the block. Your deep window is not for chat. It is for shipping. Make the rule visible so others protect it with you. The sign on your screen says, 1 task, 1 tab. It is not art, it is a guard. When a coworker walks by, the sign tells them this window matters. They respect it. You protect your attention and theirs. Train this like a skill. Day 1 may feel twitchy. Day 3 feels steadier. Day 7 shows how fast your mind moves when it does not switch. Focus compounds. Each clean block adds power to the next. Micro challenge for the next 72 hours. Run 6 deep blocks with 1 tab only. Use the 1-minute entry rule to start. Use the parking lot for every stray thought. Track your boxes at the end of each block. Aim to reduce switches to 0 by day 3. Write 1 plain line each night on what got easier. Identity line. I stay on 1 line until the result is real. Chapter 4. Phone off, mind on before. A buzz steals your hand. Your thought breaks. After. The room is quiet. The phone is far. Your mind stays on the line. Say this script to set expectations. My focus window runs from 9 to 11. I do not check chat or mail in this time. If something is urgent, call once and leave a short message. I will check at 11. Post the same line in your status. Decide the 2-ring rule now. 1 ring is noise. 2 rings within 1 minute is a signal. If you hear 2 rings, you step out and check. If not, you stay inside the block. Write the rule on a card and place it by the door. Create a focus box. It can be a drawer, a small container, or a shelf spot behind you. Before each deep block, the phone goes into the focus box with sound and vibration off. The box lives behind you, so you must stand to reach it. Use a 5-move entry ritual. 1. Put the phone in the focus box. 2. Turn on Do Not Disturb. 3. Turn off desktop notifications. 4. Headphones on with calm audio or white noise. 5. Read your outcome line and press the timer. In 10 seconds, you cross from open world to deep world. Add friction so habit wins. Keep the phone out of reach and out of sight. Remove badges from the lock screen. Disable preview banners. If you work in a shared space, put the focus box in your bag behind the chair. When the hand rises by reflex, the empty desk reminds you of the rule. Set 1 emergency channel. Choose 1 trusted number that can break through. Tell that person your window and the 2-ring rule. Write the number and the rule on the same card near your desk. Clear rules reduce worry. Replace the urge to check with small moves. When the itch hits, drink water. Read the last sentence you wrote. Type 5 words. If you feel stuck, Stand and stretch for 20 seconds. Sit down and begin again. The urge fades when the hands move. Keep a one-day pushback log to learn your triggers. Each time you feel the pull, mark a small tally and note the time or feeling. Bored, stuck, curious. At day end, find one pattern and install one fix. If the pull spikes at the half-hour mark, plan a 20-second stand and stretch at that time. You are designing around the real you. Fuel light and simple. Water first. If you use caffeine, take a small amount before the block, not during. Heavy snacks before focus can make you sleepy. Keep a simple snack for after. It becomes a reward and a reset. Short scenes from the United States. A nurse student studies dosage conversions. The phone is in a bag across the aisle. Do not disturb is on. At minute 25, the itch hits. She drinks water and reads the last line. She finishes the set before the hour. The phone never leaves the bag. A junior developer posts a status that says in focus until 11. The phone is in the focus box. A call rings once from an unknown number. He lets it go. It does not ring again. He keeps typing. The bug is gone by 11:10. Keep score with measures that fit this chapter. Number of deep blocks with 0 phone touches. Number of urges you redirected without grabbing the phone. Optional measure. Time to return after a slip. Aim to return in under 60 seconds. Record the numbers in a small table at the back of your notebook. Plan for hard days. If you break the rule, do not judge. Close the phone. Breathe once. Read your outcome line. Place your cursor in the file. Type 5 words. You are back. Speed of recovery is a skill. Train it. Close the block with a phone ritual. Fetch the phone. Check for true urgent messages. Reply in a calm line. Put the phone back in the focus box before the next block. Do not let the check melt into a scroll. Set a 2-minute limit. Micro challenge for the next 72 hours. Day 1. Write your script. Set the 2-ring card. Create a focus box. Day 2. Run 2 blocks with the phone in the box and do not disturb on. Mark 0 phone touches. Day 3. Keep a 1-day pushback log. Install one fix based on the pattern you see. Identity line. I keep the phone quiet so my mind can speak. Chapter 5. 2-minute launch ritual before. You hover and tweak. Minutes pass. Nothing starts. After. You run 5 beats in 2 minutes. Your hands move. The work begins. This chapter is a coach countdown, a fast sequence that turns starting into muscle memory. You do not wait for a mood. You start, then the mood follows. 2 minutes, 5 beats, beat 1, 20 seconds. Sit tall and breathe once. Sip water. Feel your feet on the floor. Say your outcome in 1 short sentence. Beat 2, 20 seconds. Open the exact file you need. Go full screen. Hide the dock. Turn off desktop notifications. Beat 3, 20 seconds. Use the goal card from Chapter 1. If you do not have it, write it now in 1 plain line. Add the acceptance line under it. Place the card where your eyes will land. Beat 4, 30 seconds. Put the cursor at the first change. Type 10 rough words, or write 3 bullets. Do not judge style. Motion before polish. Beat 5, 30 seconds. Press the timer. Keep your hands moving for 1 full minute. Small moves are fine. The motor is on. Anti-perfection rule. Do not edit the first 5 lines. Get them out fast. You can shape later. Heat first. Shine later. Low energy option. Use a 30-second micro launch. Then roll into the 2-minute dance. Say the outcome aloud. Open the right file. Type 10 words. Now run the 5 beats. The micro-launch breaks the ice. Why this works? Speed kills hesitation. Your body leads and your mind follows. The ritual lowers friction at the hardest point. The first minute. You create a quiet lane and give your brain one clear job. Start. Keep the setup lean so we do not repeat other chapters. One line is enough. Goal card in view from Chapter 1. One file full screen from Chapter 3. Phone in the focus box from Chapter 4. Timer ready. Begin. Make 2 versions of the launch for different work types. Writing launch. Read the last sentence. Type one messy line that pushes the idea forward. Add 2 more lines without stopping. The goal is heat, not beauty. Coding launch. Run the test. Read the failing line. Place the cursor. Write a small guard or a tiny stub. Run the test again. Small passes build speed. Study launch. Open the exact set of problems. Read the first prompt. Write one small step of the answer. If you freeze, copy the prompt by hand to force motion. Design launch. Open the artboard. Draw a box where the main element lives. Type a working headline in plain text. Layout first, polish later. Protect the 2-minute window like a runway. No mail checks, no tool shopping, no quick scan. You are clearing airspace so a single plane can take off. The plane is your first action. Plan for edge cases without breaking momentum. If a task needs material from another place, collect it before you launch. If you must fetch during the block, set a pre-planned 5-minute mini window at the midpoint. Open one source tab, grab what you need, close it, return to full screen, then keep going. Use coach phrases to hold the line. Begin now when doubt shows up. Stay on the line when the itch to switch appears. Read the last line and move one step. Design a fallback for stalls. If you freeze for more than 30 seconds, drop to a micro move. Change one verb. Name one function. Write one bullet. Copy one prompt. Any forward motion is a win. Once you move, your brain warms up. Tiny story from a normal day in the United States. A support lead starts the morning with a queue of tickets. Her goal card says, "Draft one clear reply for the top ticket." She sits down. Breathe. Water, goal card, full screen. Cursor on the first line. She types 2 rough lines. She trims one, she writes a third. The timer rolls. At minute 5, the reply has a clean spine. At minute 10, the draft is solid. She ships the first reply at minute 15. The day feels lighter because the plane left the runway. Install a simple shield against outside pull. If someone steps in during the 2-minute launch, hold up a small card that says "In Focus," back at 11. Nod once. Keep typing the current line. Finish the line. If it is truly urgent, step out, handle it, then return. Read the goal card. Place the cursor. Type 5 words. You are back on the rail. Spot and replace common start traps. Habit. Perfect the first sentence. Replace with. Write 3 rough lines before any edit. Habit. Open a tool gallery to hunt for a template. Replace with, draw a box, fill it with plain text. Habit. Scroll for a quick news hit. Replace with, stand and stretch for 20 seconds. Then sit and type 5 words. Give yourself one tiny reward at minute 15. A short stretch, a walk to the window, a sip of coffee if it helps you and does not make you jittery. Then back to the file. Rewards are brief. Work holds the lead. Measure the launch so improvement is visible. 3 simple numbers matter here. Launch time under 2 minutes. Mark yes or no for each deep block. Start on time rate. Count how many blocks you launched within 1 minute of the planned start. First 5-minute output. Write a tiny note on what exists after 5 minutes. 10 rough lines. 1 passing test, 1 solved problem, a filled layout box. Close the ritual with a reset so the next start is easy. Save the file. Write 1 next move at the top of the page. Put a small check mark on your card. Stand. Breathe once. If another block is next, run the 2-minute dance again. Micro-challenge for the next 72 hours. Day 1. Run the 2-minute launch before each deep block. Mark yes if you hit the launch time. Day 2. Track your start on time rate. Aim for a clean start in both blocks. Day 3. Record the first 5-minute output for each block. Keep the notes short. At day end, circle the block with the best start and write 1 sentence on why it worked. Identity line. I start fast. Then I get deep. Chapter 6. Pick your cadence. 50-10 or 90-15 before. Your work bursts and stalls. You rest too late or too long. After, you follow 1 steady rhythm. Your mind learns the beat. Your results stack. Cadence means the pattern of work and rest inside a deep block. 2 simple patterns work for most people. 50 minutes work, then 10 minutes rest. 90 minutes work, then 15 minutes rest. You will run a 1-week experiment to pick the one that fits your brain and your tasks. When you choose a cadence, your body stops guessing. It starts to flow on command. Run experiment week. Use a single page in your notebook. Draw 7 columns for 7 days. At the top, write 3 lines. The task type for the day. The cadence you test. The number of deep blocks you plan. Under each day, leave 5 small rows to log each block. Day 1 to day 3. Test 90 minutes work, then 15 minutes rest. This is a long glide. It is good for writing, design, and thinking through a hard problem. Start on time. End on time. After each block, drink water and stand up. Let the rest be screen-free. Walk to a window. Stretch your hands. Write 1 line about how your brain felt in the last 10 minutes of the work period. Calm. Foggy, sharp, jittery. Day 4 to day 6. Test 50 minutes work, then 10 minutes rest. This is a quicker cycle. It helps when the task is dense and detailed. Code fixes, data cleaning, studying problem sets. Again, start on time and end on time. Take the full 10-minute rest, even if you think you do not need it. The short pause keeps your mind oxygenated. Write 1 line about how easy it was to start the next 50-minute block. Day 7. Choose. Put the 2 tests side by side on the page. Circle the better fit. Not the one that felt easy in 1 block. The one that gave you more deep minutes and more real output across all 3 days. Your choice is for the next 4 weeks. You can revisit next month. Keep score with measures that matter. After each block, record 4 small numbers and 1 note deep minutes. The minutes inside the block when you stayed on task. Completion state. Done, done partly, or not done. Switch count. How many times you reached for another window or tool. Quality score. A simple rating from 1 to 5 for the output. Energy note. 1 plain word for how your body felt near the end. Use these rules to pick your winner. If creative output felt strong and you lost track of time, The long glide wins. If attention frayed near the 1 hour mark, but you restarted well after a short break, the quick cycle wins. If you are new to deep focus, start with the quick cycle for a month. If you are working toward a single long essay or a complex design, lock the long glide for a month. Prepare the body so cadence works. Drink water before each block. If coffee makes you shaky, choose a light tea and a short walk. Keep snacks for after the block. Heavy food steals focus. A clear head and steady blood sugar keep your rhythm stable. Set the environment for timing. Use a single timer you trust. A computer timer is fine. Place it near the top edge of the screen. Do not use your phone during a block. The phone lives in the focus box from the last chapter. If you need sound, use calm audio without lyrics. The audio should fade into the background and act as a metronome. Use a short start line and a short end line every time. At the start, say, "Begin now." At the end, say, "Stop now," then stand up. These lines tell your nervous system where the lane starts and ends. Over a week, your body will learn to obey these lines without drama. Handle edge cases with care. If your role is full of small fires, stack 2 quick cycle blocks in the morning and leave the afternoon for meetings. If you run a long creative task, run 1 long glide block in the morning when your brain is fresh. If you have a mixed day, do 1 long glide for the hard piece and 1 quick cycle for the detailed cleanup. Protect the rest so the next work pulse is strong. During rests, avoid scrolling. Walk, stretch your wrists and shoulders. Look far to relax your eyes. Sip water. Write 1 next move for the next work pulse. When the timer rings, return at once. The rest is a reset, not a rabbit hole. Teach your team your rhythm. Write 1 line in your status each morning. Running deep blocks at 9 and at 1. I will reply after each block. People respect clear patterns. When they see your work results, they will support the pattern that delivers them. Design a rescue plan for days that slip. If a meeting eats your morning, run 2 quick cycle blocks in the afternoon. If sleep was bad and energy is low, run a single quick cycle with a gentle start and accept a lower quality score. Show up. Small depth is still depth. The habit matters more than 1 perfect day. Here is a short story from the United States. A first-year teacher is writing lesson plans and grading quizzes. She tries 90 minutes first. The first 40 minutes feel smooth. At minute 65, her focus dips. She pushes through and finishes the plan, but the last 10 minutes feel heavy. She logs a 3 for quality. On day 4, she tries 50 minutes work with 10 minutes rest. She grades 1 set of quizzes. She stands and stretches. She starts the next set easily. By the end of the 3rd block, she has more done and still feels clear. She circles the quick cycle as her fit for this month. She plans to use the long glide on Saturdays for unit planning. Build a small guide to map cadence to task-type writing ideas and drafting long pages, long glide. Refactoring code and updating tests, quick cycle. Concept design and deep analysis. Long glide to enter the problem. Data cleaning and document formatting. Quick cycle to keep pace. Studying for an exam. Quick cycle for drills. Long glide for mock tests. Create 1 page you can glance at during a week. Title it Cadence Map. On the left, list your common tasks. On the right, write the default cadence for each. When you set your day, match tasks to the right cadence. you stop guessing and start doing. Lock your choice for 1 month. You can tweak later. For now, you are training the body to trust the beat. Start on time. End on time. Move your breaks into the rest windows. Keep notes small and steady. At the end of the month, read your pages. If deep minutes rose and stress fell, keep the cadence. If you felt boxed in, try the other cadence next month. Prevent overtraining. 2 long glide blocks back to back can drain you. Pair a long glide in the morning with a quick cycle in the afternoon. If the day runs late, use 1 quick cycle only. Then stop. Depth is a long game. Protect your sleep. Add 1 social cue so people help you keep the beat. A small sign on your desk works. Deep block until time on the clock. Or in focus until 11. People see the sign and hold non-urgent talk. Your future self thanks you. Measure progress like a coach. Each Friday, answer 3 plain questions. How many deep minutes did I log this week? Which cadence gave me more real output? What 1 change will make next week smoother? Write 1 sentence for each. Close the notebook. Rest. Micro-challenge for the next 72 hours. Day 1. Run 2 long glide blocks. Log deep minutes, completion state, switch count, quality score, and energy note. Day 2. Run 2 quick cycle blocks. Log the same numbers. Day 3. Choose your cadence for the next 4 weeks. Write a 1-sentence reason. Put it on a card near your keyboard. Identity line. I keep a steady beat, and my work goes deep. Chapter 7. Interruption Protocol. Before. A small ping pulls you off the track. After. 1 polite line, 1 quick note, 1 minute to return. You will be interrupted. That is real life. You can still keep the line. Follow this protocol. Script the moment. Park the request. Climb back fast. Role play first. Make the words automatic. Coworker. Do you have a second? You. I am in a focus block until 11. I will come by at 11:10. Is that okay? Coworker. It is quick. You. I want to give a real answer. 11:10. I will come by. Manager in chat. Quick question. You do not reply inside the block. Your status already says in focus until 11. At 11 you send 1 calm line. I was in a focus block. I can reply now. Home. Can you help? You point to a small card. In focus until 11. You say I will be free at 11. If it is urgent, tell me now. 2 desk tools. Keep them by the keyboard. Cue strip. A thin, sticky note to park tasks that appear mid-block. Return card. 3 short lines you will read when you come back. Write your return card now. Read the goal. Read the last line. Do the next small move. The 5-step return ladder. Climb it in under 60 seconds. Step 1. Breathe once. Keep your body still. Step 2. Read the goal line on your card. Step 3. Read the last sentence you wrote or the last test you ran. Step 4. Place the cursor and type 5 words. Or write 1 bullet. Or run 1 quick test. Step 5. Say your command phrase out loud. Back on the line. Light shields. 1 sentence to anchor each. Door sign from Chapter 2. In focus until time. Chat status from Chapter 2. In focus. Reply after time. Phone rule from Chapter 4. Phone lives in the focus box. Environment from Chapter 3. 1 window, 1 tab, 1 file. Friction against drive by cuts. Office, angle the screen away from the main walkway. Headphones on during blocks. Point to the door sign and smile. Home, choose a room with a door. Place the sign at eye level. Explain your quiet hours with care. Self, treat inner chatter as an interruption. Write one line on the cue strip. Return to the file. Calendar shocks. Protect the wall with a trade. Someone books over your deep block. You reply with one line. I can meet at time after my focus block. This block is where I ship the work you will see in the meeting. High contact roles, special notes, customer support, group tickets into non-deep windows. Post your block in the team channel. In focus until time. I will take the cue after. Team lead. Set a short, open office window before or after the block. People learn to bring quick items there. Retail or fieldwork. Use 2 quick cycle blocks from Chapter 6. Handle quick asks in the rest windows. Red Team Minute. Learn from each cut. After any interruption, take 60 seconds. Ask one question. Where did this cut come from? Decide one change for tomorrow. Move the desk. Add a door sign. Put an auto-reply on chat during blocks. Write the change on a card. Keep it visible. Measure what matters. A small scoreboard for this chapter. Interruptions per block. Aim for fewer each week. Average return time. Target under 60 seconds. Parking rate. The share of cuts moved to the cue strip instead of handled inside the block. Deep minutes saved. One short note like returned in 30 seconds. Kept flow. Stopwatch drill, train speed back. Round 1, read a trigger line out loud. Got a minute, start the timer. Write one item on the cue strip. Climb the 5-step ladder. Stop the timer when 5 words are on the page. Round 2. Repeat with a new trigger. Aim to beat your time. Do 3 rounds. Most people cut their return time in half within 1 week. Team page. Teach others how to help you. 1 page only. Title. Interruption rules. What to include. Your deep block times. The 2-ring rule for true urgency. How to reach you in open windows. 1 thank you line. This pattern helps me ship the work we need. Thank you for protecting it. Plan for messy days. Use simple triage. Urgent and short. Step out. Handle. Return with the ladder. Urgent and long. Pause the block. Post a new block time. Tell one person, not urgent. Park on the cue strip. Handle in the open window. Close of day ritual. Toss used cue strips. Place a fresh strip and your return card by the keyboard. Write tomorrow's first outcome on a goal card. You end clean. You start fast. Micro challenge for the next 72 hours. Day 1. Put up a door sign and set your status. Use the return card once. Day 2. Track interruptions and average return time. Aim for under 60 seconds. Day 3. Run the stopwatch drill. Add 1 red team change to remove the top source of cuts. Identity line. I get cut. I do not break. I return fast. Chapter 8. Measure focus, not time before. You count hours and feel busy. At night, you cannot name one real result. After, you count deep minutes and proof of work. You see progress with your eyes. You know what to fix next. This chapter is a lab notebook, 1 page, 5 columns, simple and honest. Set up the page. Draw a table with 5-column names. Block time, deep minutes, focus score, switch count, proof line, definitions made plain, deep minutes, minutes inside the block on the single task. Drift time does not count. Focus score. A grade from 1 through 5 for the quality of attention. 1 is fog, 5 is laser, switch count. The number of times you reached for another window or tool. Proof line. 1 short line that names what now exists. A draft page. A passing test. 10 edited photos. A 3-slide outline. Why this works. Time is the bucket. Focus is the water in the bucket. You want more water, not bigger buckets. When you count deep minutes, you stop lying to yourself. When you write proof lines, you stop guessing and start seeing. How to fill a row after each block. Stand up. Sip water. Sit down. Write the block time. Estimate deep minutes with calm honesty. Give a focus score from 1 through 5. Count switches. Write one proof line. Keep it short so the method stays light. Use a pocket rule. If deep minutes are more than half the block, you are on track. If focus score is 4 or 5, that is a win. If switch count is 0, that is a clean run. If the proof line names a real thing, you shipped. Add 2 friendly signals. Restart latency. How fast you begin the next block after the rest. Target under 1 minute. Mood tag. One word at the end of each block. Calm, jumpy, sleepy, clear. Over a week, the tags show patterns you can act on. Run one after action line. Ask one question. What one change would make the next block better? Write a single sentence. Close chat 10 minutes earlier. Move the phone farther away. Choose the quick cadence next block. Read patterns at day end. Check 1. Total deep minutes today. This beats total clock time. Check 2. Which block had the highest score and the lowest switches? What made it strong? Check 3. Proof lines. Do they point to real things? If not, tomorrow's goals were fuzzy. Fix that. Build a light weekly snapshot on Friday. Circle your best day. Circle your best block. Write 3 lines at the bottom. What worked? What failed? What I will change next week. 1 tweak kept beats, 10 tweaks dropped. Keep numbers and artifacts together. Numbers, deep minutes, focus scores, switch counts, restart latency, artifacts, files and drafts and code and photos and slides. Keep 1 artifact for each deep block in a single folder. Name the files so you can find them. A full folder calms the mind. Avoid common traps. Trap. Counting the whole block as deep minutes when you drifted. Fix. Be kind and honest. Note the drift. Shrink it tomorrow. Trap. Fluffy proof lines like worked on report. Fix. Write what changed. Wrote section 2. Added 3 charts. Fixed login test. Trap. Comparing to others. Fix. Compare today to yesterday. This week to last week. That is the only race. Trap. Heavy notes that slow you down. Fix. 5 columns. 1 row per block. 1 after action line. Done. Soft correction when numbers look low. Ask 3 gentle questions. Was the goal too big for 1 block? Did the 2-minute launch break? Did I protect the wall from cuts? Answer in 1 line. Plan 1 small fix for the next block. Move on. No guilt. A scene from the United States. A data analyst builds a weekly dashboard. In the morning, she runs the long glide from the cadence chapter. Her row reads, 9 to 10:30, 70 deep minutes. Focus 4, switches 1, proof line, new chart for user growth with labels. After action. Lock chat earlier. In the afternoon, she runs 2 quick cycles. Rows show 50 deep minutes and 45 deep minutes. Focus 4 and 3. Switches 0 and 1. Proof lines. Clean 2 data sources. Wrote notes for the team. At night, she totals deep minutes. 165. The number is higher than she felt. The folder of charts proves it. Stress drops. Tune the scorecard by role, student. Deep minutes per study block. Problem solved. Pages of notes that still make sense later. Engineer. Deep minutes per feature. Passing tests. Lines changed are weak. Working behavior is strong. Manager. Deep minutes on the hard dock. decision memos sent, clarity per meeting from 1 through 5, designer, deep minutes on the key artboard, frames shipped for review, 3 clear proof shots at day end. Use a small color cue if you like. Draw a tiny square next to each row. Shade light for weak blocks. Shade dark for strong blocks. Over a week, you will see a pattern of light and dark. Aim for more dark squares. Tie the page to your identity. A good day is not 8 hours. A good day is 200 deep minutes and 3 proof lines. You move deep and you ship. That is who you are becoming. Morning ramp for better numbers. Before the first block, read yesterday's best row. Ask what made it strong. Copy that into today. Time, place, ritual. Do it again. Travel and chaos plan. On rough days, keep the scorecard tiny. 1 block, 1 row, 1 proof line. Any depth is better than none. The habit survives. Close the day with a snapshot. 3 lines at the bottom. Deep minutes total. Best block and why. 1 change for tomorrow. Stop there. Rest grows tomorrow's numbers. Field test. 3 days in a row. Day 1. Use the 5-column page and log every deep block. Day 2. Add restart latency and mood tags. Begin the next block within 1 minute after each rest. Day 3. Keep 1 proof file for each block in a single folder. At night, total deep minutes and write 3 lines. What worked? What failed? What I will change? 1 rule. I measure what matters. Then I ship. Chapter 9. Recover right, no doom scroll before. You end a block and slip into endless screens. Minutes vanish, sleep comes late. Morning feels heavy. After, you close the day on purpose, you avoid the scroll trap, you sleep on time. Morning feels clean. Evening lane, 3 parts only. Part 1, downshift. Part 2, screen rules. Part 3, sleep window, downshift. 5 quiet moves. Write 1 line of thanks for the day. Name a person or a small win. Write 1 line of learning for tomorrow. Write 1 line for tomorrow's first outcome. 1 sentence only. Put your tools in order. Close the file. Place the goal card for morning on top. Stand. Stretch your hands and shoulders. Sip water. Anchor pairings. Stack habits so they trigger without thought. After you brush your teeth, drop the phone into the box. When you place the book on your pillow, screens stop for the night. When the kitchen light goes off, the living room light goes soft. Screen rules that make doom scroll hard to start. No open feed after your last meal. News and social wait until tomorrow. Park the phone in the same box you use for deep work. Keep the box outside the bedroom. If you read before bed, use paper or a very dim screen with alerts off. Set 1 emergency number that can ring through. No one else breaks the quiet. If a night screen is truly needed, make a plan with a timer. 10 minutes for 1 specific task. When the bell rings, you stop. Light ladder, dim by stages so your brain follows. Ceiling lights off after dinner. Lamp light only in the last half hour. Night light only for the last 15 minutes before bed. Swap the urge, body beats screen. Walk 1 lap at home. Stretch your back against a wall. Breathe for 1 minute. 4, slow in. 6, slow out. Drink a glass of water. Write 1 line to park a worry for tomorrow. Choose a steady sleep window and treat it like a meeting with your morning self. The body loves rhythm. If life is busy, protect the same window on most nights. You do not need fancy gear. You need the habit. Build your room for sleep. Cool the room a bit. Turn off bright lights 1 hour before bed. Keep the bed for sleep and close talk only. Place the phone far away. If noise is a problem, use soft white noise without words. If you wake at night, do not pick up the phone. Sit up and breathe slowly for 1 minute. If your head loops on a thought, write one line on a small card and place it face down. Lie down again and count slow breaths. If you cannot sleep after a short while, read a few calm pages in a chair, then return when your eyes feel heavy. Measure recovery like you measure focus. Bedtime kept near your window, yes or no? Screen minutes after dinner, aim for 0. Morning alertness, 1 through 5. 1 is fog, 5 is clear. First hour shield rate. The share of mornings you kept the first hour screen-free. Higher is better. Add 1 signal if you like. Time to fall asleep. Mark fast or slow. Over a week, the pattern will teach you. Short routine for hard days. 3 moves only. Close the day with the 5 lines. Put the phone in the box. Read 2 pages of a paper book. Lights out. Scroll abort card. Keep it where you relax. Say it out loud. I am scrolling. Stand up now. Put the phone on a high shelf. Do 1 body move. Drink water or stretch or walk to a window. If you live with others, make quiet rules together. I am off screens after 9. The phone sleeps in the kitchen. If you need me at night, knock twice. Clear lines reduce friction. People respect clarity. If you work shifts, tie the lane to the end of your shift. End of shift plus 30 minutes is downshift. End of shift plus 90 minutes is lights out. The habit travels with you. If you are a new parent or a caregiver, sleep may be broken. Control what you can. No doom scroll during night wakes. Keep lights low and warm. Breathe slow while you feed or sit. Nap once in the day if you can. Any calm minutes help the next block. How to exit the trap if you already fell in. Say it. I am scrolling. Stand. Place the phone far away. Reset. Water, stretch, short walk. Ask a kind question. What did I want from the scroll? If the answer is relax, pick real rest. Music, a shower, a page of a book. If the answer is news, set a 10-minute timer and check 1 trusted source only. Scenes from the United States. A delivery driver gets home near 6. He eats. He writes 3 lines. Thanks for safe miles. Learn to plan routes better. Morning outcome is send 2 quotes before 8. He sets the phone in the kitchen box. He stretches on the floor. He reads a few light pages. Lights out by 10. Morning feels steady. A college athlete has late practice. She showers and writes her 3 lines. She parks the phone in the living room box. She sets a 10-minute check for the class portal and stops at the bell. Lights dim. Soft noise on. Sleep by 11:30. Morning feels clearer. A new manager used to read chat in bed. Now he has 1 rule. No feeds in the bedroom. He writes thanks and learning at the table. He lays out morning clothes. Paper book by the bed. He hits his window 4 nights this week. Stand-ups feel calm. Weekly tune-up, 4 numbers only. Nights you hit your window. Screen minutes after dinner. Average morning alertness. First hour shield rate. Write 1 short line on what you will try next week. 1 change is enough. A dim lamp in the last half hour. A door sign for the bedroom. A short walk after dinner. Troubleshooting. 4 crisp fixes. Loose ends keep you up. Use the 5 lines to close loops. You wake too early. Make the room darker and cooler. Mornings feel flat. Move your body for 5 minutes and open a window. Screens call at night. Move them out of reach and use the scroll abort card. Travel kit. No box nearby. Use a small cloth pouch for the phone and keep the same downshift steps. Evening field test. 3 nights. Night 1. Run the 5-minute downshift. Park the phone. No feeds after dinner. Night 2. Keep the plan. Add a 10-minute walk or stretch. Mark bedtime and morning alertness. Night 3. Keep the plan. Guard the first morning hour from screens. At night, write 1 line on what felt better. North Star. Night protects day. Day respects night. Chapter 10. Make focus your identity before. Focus feels like a trick you do on good days. After. Focus is who you are. You act first. Results follow. Identity drives action. You do what people like you do. So make this true. I am the kind of person who keeps a quiet block and ships a clear result each day. Say it, then prove it. Pledge and proof. That is the frame. Write your pledge on a card you will see each morning. Keep it short and active. I finish 1 hard thing before noon. I protect 2 golden hours. I move in a straight line until the result is real. Pick 1 line, read it out loud, tape it near your screen. Build proof so the pledge is not just air. Proof lives in 2 places, a folder of work, a stack of goal cards. Each deep block adds 1 file to the folder and 1 card to the stack. At weekend, you can hold the stack and open the folder. Your hands touch identity. Let the room say what the card says. A clear desk means 1 task. Headphones ready means quiet on demand. A simple door sign from the calendar chapter means others can see your rule. In focus until time. 1 glance at the space pulls you back to the line. Send the same signal to people. Use 1 calm status each morning. Deep blocks at 9 and at 1, I reply after each block. Share 1 line of proof at day end. 2 deep blocks. Draft sent, keep it simple. Patterns that ship work earn respect. Count promises kept. This is the heart. Each morning write 1 promise on your goal card. At night mark kept or not kept. No story, no excuse. The count tells a clean truth. Aim to raise your rate across weeks. Track a chain so you feel momentum. Draw 7 small boxes for the week. Each day you keep the pledge, you fill a box. If you miss, the chain breaks. Start a new chain the next day. 2 guiding thoughts help. Keep the chain long, never miss twice. Identity audit. 1 minute each morning. Check 5 visible signals in your world. Pledge card on the monitor. Goal card at the top edge of the keyboard. Door sign with your focus window. Proof folder on the desktop. Chain tracker in plain view. If 1 item is missing, install it before you start. Your space becomes a coach. Identity triggers map. Pair a cue with a move. See the pledge card, say the pledge line out loud. Sit in the chair, open the right file. Touch the timer. Start the 2-minute launch. Finish a block. Drop 1 proof file into the folder. Place a check on the card. Write the next move at the top of the page. These pairings turn values into action without drama. Use a morning pledge and an evening proof so the loop closes. Morning. Read the pledge. Write today's first outcome on a fresh card. Place it where your eyes will land. Evening. Put 1 proof file in the folder. Put the goal card on the stack. Read the pledge again. You keep faith with yourself. Expect rough days. Identity is not a perfect streak. It is the story you tell yourself after a slip. Use a 4-step bounce. Name it. I missed my block. Find it. Why did I miss? Late start. Loose goal. Too many pings. Fix it. One change only for tomorrow. Act now. Lay out the goal card and the timer before you sleep. You are not broken. You are learning. Guard against two traps. Pride without proof. You say you are a deep worker, but the folder is light. Fix. Ship one small result today. File it. Start the stack. Proof without pride. You ship but still talk like a drifter. Fix. Read the pledge out loud each morning. Let the words shape the day. Tie identity to people you trust. Ask one friend or teammate to be your witness. Send one line before lunch. One hard thing finished or not yet. No lecture. Just the line. The act of sending the line is part of who you are now. Make team norms match your pledge. 3 lines are enough. We protect one quiet window per day. We update proof, not chatter. We trade meeting slots when they hit a deep block. Post once, model daily. Culture follows acts. Keep phone and calendar rules from earlier chapters. The phone stays out of the deep room. The phone sleeps outside the bedroom. One emergency number may break through. The calendar protects your golden hours. These rules are kind. They protect the work that builds your life. Map identity across roles so it fits your world. Student. I finish one set before class. The folder holds clean notes and solved problems. Engineer. I ship one passing test by noon. The folder holds small working changes. Manager. I send one clear decision memo each day. The folder holds short docs that remove confusion. Designer. I deliver frames for review each afternoon. The folder holds visible steps, not just ideas. Travel does not erase identity. The card comes with you. The pledge reads the same in a hotel room. You pick a quiet corner. You run one deep block. You put one proof file in a travel folder. The chain stays alive. Hard seasons do not erase identity. A newborn. A sick parent. A new role. Shrink the block if you must. 10 clean minutes count. One small outcome counts. The pledge line still holds. I finish one hard thing. The word finish is the point. Add pride in ways that do not need praise. Write a pride line when you shut down. One sentence. What I am proud of today. Keep the lines in a small file. Read a week at a time. Private pride builds a quiet spine. Teach your brain to hear a name and act. Use a command phrase that belongs to you. Begin now. Stay on the line. Back on the line. Repeat until it feels automatic. The more you say them, the more your hands obey. Law of small banners? Put short signals in the places you look. A card on the monitor. One line on the wall. A tiny note on the keyboard. Each banner echoes the pledge. One task. One outcome. One quiet block. The room becomes a coach. 2 short scenes from the United States. A new manager builds a weekly plan. Monday to Friday, he keeps 2 deep blocks. Each day, he sends one memo that clears a decision. At month end, he opens the folder. 20 small memos sit there. The team moves faster. He sees himself as a person who brings clarity, because he is. A grad student writes a long thesis. She keeps a chain of kept days on the wall. Each kept day gets a dark square. When a day breaks, she starts a new line next morning. At the end, she counts not the hours, but the proof. Pages, figures, tests. She does not say, I hope I can finish. She says, I finish one hard thing each day, and she does. Pledge proof sprint, 3 days. Day 1. Write your pledge in one line. Keep one deep block. Drop one proof file in the folder. Day 2. Keep the pledge before noon. Send one proof line to your witness. Day 3. Count the chain. Take a photo of the folder. Write one pride line when you close the day. One rule. Proof over talk. Every day. You leave this program with a simple, strong system. 2 golden hours are on your calendar each day. Every deep block begins with one clear outcome you can see. You run one steady cadence, 50 work and 10 rest, or 90 work and 15 rest. You hold one task and one tab. The phone stays outside the deep room. You launch in 2 minutes. You measure deep minutes and write one short proof line after each block. You use a return protocol that puts you back on track in under 60 seconds. Evenings help you recover. Sleep supports the next day. All of this stacks into a new identity. I finish one hard thing each day. Start today. Write your one-line pledge and place it where your eyes land. Block 2 golden hours for this week. Prepare a goal card and a 5-column score page. Run 3 days in a row. Each night capture one lesson line. Tomorrow start your first block with the 2-minute launch. When you finish, post one proof line in the comments. If this helped, subscribe, share with a friend, and tell me what topic you want next.